So you may have heard me chatting in the background. I mean, Zane is our new non-executive director, and he's coming along today to help with this grading and selection process. And we were just talking about an anomaly where some of the oysters have dropped a grade from their initial grading in March. And the initial grading wasn't really planning for the hatchery as such. It was more for the processing and market grading. But what was your question, Zane? Because we can look into it a bit further and maybe find out some answers.
Well, it seems it's quite a new field of study. There's not a lot of background information on this native oyster, and it's just, why would an oyster drop in weight? Perhaps it was a female oyster that was full of eggs, and between the first weighing and now today's weighing, they may have been fertilised and released their eggs and lost that mass.
I mean, there's a lot to say. For some say the native oyster reproduces in the summer, hence the closed season between May 15th and August the 4th, and quite a lot of people think that they reproduce twice a year, sometimes in the spring and in the autumn. So what you're saying is they could have been active in the springtime, March time, and are now have done their first spatting and are now fairly dormant, but they might have a second go and maybe a third go in the autumn. We don't know how many times a native will reproduce each year. A lot of it's to do with the water temperature. So going from winter 10, 12 degrees up to 15 in the spring makes total sense that they might feel summer's coming. And then quite often in the summer there might be a drop in water temperature, and then again another rise in water temperature in the autumn when we get the September, October good weather. So definitely something we need to do some more research on.
Well, since we've got our batch, which are going to be our dummies, as it were, they're going to have this lot, and we're going to be doing it quite often.
Yeah.
So
cool. Thanks.